amazing Jeff from Dash Berlin here. Welcome back to the Bay Area.
Thank you.
You always come back to us, and we all love that. We really appreciate you always coming back here. So I just want to let you know beforehand that this isn't going to be your traditional interview. We're going to make it a little more fun.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's do it. Oh my God.
Upside down.
Yeah, I don't know if I can do that. But
No? Oh, okay.
That was amazing.
Oh, I thought, yeah, well,
That was
a little bit
amazing.
different than normal then.
No, that was perfect. Thank you.
But not an upside down interview? Maybe next time.
Do you want to do that?
Next time.
Okay, next time.
We'll schedule that
I'll
next
be
time.
more prepared for
Okay.
that next time. I won't be wearing a skirt. All right, so TranceFamilySF, we're all about community and like getting to know
Yes.
each other really well.
Yes.
So I've asked our TranceFamilySF members, what they really want to know about you. So these are questions straight from them.
So, what do they want to know? I'm
Right.
curious.
Yeah, well, Jubin M, I don't want to even attempt saying your last name. It's like 17 letters long, so I don't want to butcher it.
Can I try it?
I don't have it written down, but it's yeah. I should have. But Jubin, he wanted to ask you, when you're not working on music or DJing, what do you like to do? Like, what are your hobbies? What do you enjoy?
Well, for the closest fans, they actually know that I'm into Bikram yoga. So when I have some time off, I like to spend it doing that. The fortunate thing of Bikram yoga is that you can do it everywhere over the world, and I've done so. So that's and the exercises are pretty much the same. So it's just a matter of looking up a decent school and going there and having 1.5 hour in heat,
Yes.
a little bit concentrated
I do it too. Yeah,
for
I
yourself.
love it.
So I like to do that, and besides that, obviously when I'm at home, I like to catch up with friends, family.
Okay. And then Eric Ng, he wants to know, outside of EDM, do you listen to any other genres of music, or do you want to share any guilty pleasure songs with us?
Although I have to say, electronic music is by far my most favorite genre. I listen to 80s music. I even listen to classical music a little bit.
I get inspiration from classical music.
Melody-wise, yes. Old school hip hop. I like that.
Really?
Yeah. Cypress Hill stuff. There's so much. The thing is that I know for a fact, because I just recently looked that up, I have about 1,400 tracks only in my iPhone, and about 5,700 tracks in my laptop. So that's not even what I have at home, because I have a home collection as well.
Yeah.
So this is what I travel with, and it goes over the place. I mean, I also listen to Korn if I have a mood for that, or for Gorillaz or Coldplay,
Oh my God, I love
U2.
Yeah.
So, but there's so much great music out there that it's difficult to pick, and sometimes I'm even thinking that I'm collecting so much music that I wonder if I live long enough to listen to everything.
I know, because there is so much good music, and you're constantly re-listening to the same stuff. Like me personally, I've been listening to like the old hip hop stuff too as well. So getting back into that.
Paris.
Yeah. The Jay-Z song, or which one?
No, Paris, old school Paris.
I don't know that one.
Okay, well, devil made me do it. Look it up.
I'll look it up. All right, so next question. Brandon Brock, he wants to know, if you weren't a professional DJ, what would be your second career of choice?
Well, it's a little bit in between, because on one hand I would say I would be jobless, because when I really started with Dash Berlin, I was jobless. I just stopped working at the record store, because sales in vinyls and hard copy sales of music, they went down so dramatically that I had to close down all of the stuff. So that kind of affected my job line as well. On the other hand, if I still had all possibilities open, I would love to do something in archaeology if I had the chance.
I can see that actually. Okay, Patty Marr, she wants to know, because you come to the Bay Area so often, so she's just wondering, do you see anything different that makes the Bay Area stand out compared to other crowds?
Well, let me say first that I don't think I come enough to the Bay Area. I come here every once in a while. It's regular. I come here every year, but I could come more often.
Well, we would love it.
But I always enjoy the parties here. I enjoy the people. But the thing which really tells me so much about people from the Bay Area is that they know the music so well. And that's been for a long time, and I think that has to do with the fact that also downtown there are some good clubs where people have been going out, starting from I think a Thursday till a Sunday, and that's where people get educated with electronic music so well by local artists, national and international artists, and that's where you get skilled.
Yes, skilled. All right, Scott Brenner, he wants to know what are 3 things on your rider, but I personally have seen way more than 3. So I feel like I should change the question to how many things are on your rider?
I have no idea. It's not important what is on the rider. It's important for a show that people have a good time.
Right.
That's what I'm here for. It's not about what's on my rider. Usually, to actually answer the question, for me, most importantly, there's water. So I can hydrate and cool off a little bit. And if there's some fruit, that's nice too. And for my manager, we will have some Red Bull and Diet Cokes. And that's the most important ingredients we need when we have to do a show. And people need to have a good time in the show. That's just not even a 1% importance of giving a good show to have around. I mean, for me, what's really important is that you have a decent DJ booth where I can perform with a decent setup, sound-wise, so I can enjoy a little bit what the people are enjoying themselves as well.
Yeah, totally. Okay, Jeff Che, he wants to know if you had a chance to play back-to-back with any DJ. Could be someone from back in the day, or someone new. Do you have someone that you have in mind?
Last year I did a very surprising back-to-back set in the Marquee Day Club in Vegas with Carnage.
Oh.
Yeah, and that was really surprising.
Was that planned or kind of just?
Was that planned? Yeah, that was planned.
Okay.
I didn't remember when you asked me the question, so yeah, but that was a really nice experience to do that.
All right, and then the last question. This is kind of from all of TranceFamilySF. A lot of people asked me to ask this.
Oh.
So
Drum roll.
Drum roll, please. So we just want to know what happened in the jungle. Like what really happened in the jungle?
Well, before what happened in the jungle is a miscommunication. I just got back from Mexico actually 2 weeks ago. I was in Mexico for 2 full weeks to ask attention for the rainforest. Because of deforestation, more than half of the Mexican rainforest is almost gone. And I see that it's a very big loss, a big tragedy. And I have no idea if the people from Mexico themselves were realizing that. So me and my team, we teamed up with a team that's always inviting me to come to Mexico to see if we could find a good project to get people aware of that. And instead of communicating about the rainforest, it got lost in translation and it was communicated about me as a person. So that went wrong along the way. So it was never intended to get somebody scared or to let people know that I was abducted or lost or whatever, because it was a simple form of miscommunication. And I'm really sorry for everybody who was worried about it, and also people from really close to me even asked me what was wrong and what happened if I was still alive and such. And just with a crazy form of miscommunication in these times, you can see what can happen with social media.
Of course.
Luckily, Yeah, it went crazy fast, and it took me 1.5 days to answer everybody back personally that I was okay, that there was nothing wrong, and eventually that's what I did also on social media. People don't have to worry about me, and I'm happy that we created a lot of noise in Mexico for the rainforest, in where people can contribute to a donation fund which is called Reforestemos. And by donating, they will help to prevent more deforestation in order to plant more trees in where they got lost. So that's the main part of where it went wrong, communication-wise. So again, sorry everybody, it was not the intention to let that happen. My excuses. I'm here. And there's many more parties to come in the US, outside the US, but also in the Bay Area with you guys. So I'm happy to say that all good here.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.
And have a great set, and enjoy the rest of the evening.
It's gonna be great.
Thanks, guys.